In this video, I'm going to show you a 15-second technique on fixing your posture once and for all so that you can start countering all those risk factors that's associated with bad posture and chronic sitting. Hey everybody, how you all doing? Peter Carvell here from sixpackfactory.com. Now in this video today, I'm going to show you a very simple technique that I learned over 15 years ago when I was studying sports therapy on how to start fixing your posture. You don't have to overthink this technique. It's simple. You can do it while you're sitting in the car. You can do it while you're at your desk, at the office. You can very much do this wherever you want to do it. I'm going to show you two techniques, one standing up and one sitting down. And then I'm also going to show you how to sit properly so that it becomes a nice, comfortable position where you are in a neutral position, your posture is perfect, and you can work for longer hours without creating a lot of pain and unhealthy habits in your body. Now, before we get going, I don't want to talk too much about the risk factors and the health implications of bad posture and chronic sitting, but make no mistake, bad posture and chronic sitting and our sedentary lifestyle is having a massive impact on our health. In fact, some experts believe it's getting to a point where it's such an epidemic, it's causing more problems than actually things like smoking. So it's very important to focus and getting your posture right because it's going to help increase your health and fight all those health risk factors that comes from bad posture. So even if you think this is boring, watch it. Try and implement this technique, try and fix your posture, because this could possibly be the easiest things apart from sleeping more that you can do to improve your health drastically over a very short period of time. So stay focused. Try and implement this. No matter how boring it seems, it will benefit you in the long run. Let's start by looking at the standing variation, and then after that I will show you the seated variation, which is the one I actually originally learned and which is one you can do pretty much anywhere. So let's start with the standing position and fixing your posture. Now guys, this is really simple. Don't overthink this. We're going to just stand knees slightly bent, and then I literally want you to get into that bad posture position. So just slouch into it. Okay, then from here, all you do is you imagine you have a hook at the top of your head, and that hook gets a rope around it, and you just pull it straight up in the air. Okay, so it's going to look something like this. Let's say you're in a slouch position, and then you just pull on that hook. Okay, and that's it. This will get you in a neutral position. It's as simple as that, guys. So bend your knee slightly. Get into a slouch position, and then from there, just pretend there's a hook on the top of your head, and it pulls you up, and that's your neutral, perfect posture position. Now, I don't want to overanalyze this, but I just want you to focus on a few things that actually needs to happen, or just pay attention that those things are happening because they will happen naturally. The first thing is your shoulders will actually go backwards like this. Your core will become nice and tight, and your pelvis will actually tilt a little bit backwards like this, or downwards. Okay, bad posture is pelvis in like that, shoulders rounded and forward, core slouch, not strong at all. So now you need to do all those things opposite to get yourself in a nice natural position. Now doing that technique where you just simply pull at the top of your head will naturally get you in the perfect position. Okay, but let's just overemphasize it. So forward, shoulders forward, pelvis tilt underneath, core weak. Okay, then you have that position. Imagine you have the hook in the top, and it just pulls yourself forward straight up. Look what happens to my shoulders, my pelvis, and my core. I'm not intentionally doing this. Okay, this is just small movements that simply happens when you pull it forward. You also see my chin comes down. I'm not doing this kind of thing. Okay, and then all you do, guys, you keep it there for 15 seconds. So you get here, okay, slouch position, pull straight up, and then you keep it there for 15 seconds. Okay, after 15 seconds, you can relax, and you continue doing that for 3 minutes. It's as simple as that, guys. This is going to have a massive impact on your posture. Let's now look at how you're going to do it sitting down, and also what the perfect sitting position is, because the great thing is you can exercise this whole posture training whether you're sitting in a car, at the office, or anywhere else. You do not have to stand up, and in fact I learned this technique sitting down, not standing up. Let's now look at the sitting position and how to do it in that position, and then how to sit properly. Now, like I've said, I actually learned this technique sitting down, and that's actually how I still teach it today. The standing up version is just a variety of this technique that I'm going to show you here right now. So we're going to do the exact same thing. You get yourself in that slouching position, okay? This is normally just how you sit, so you just get you there, okay? And then you're going to do the exact same thing. You pretend there's a hook on the top of your head, and then there's a rope around it, and just pull it straight up. And this is what will happen, okay? So just sit nice and relaxed. I'm just on a little table here. You can use any chair. In fact, if your feet doesn't touch the floor, it's even better for you to train and teach yourself this technique. Sitting position, whilst we'll talk about it in a second, it's actually better to have your feet on the floor. So then you just sit in this position, and then there you go. Straight up, it's pulling straight up in the air, and then you keep it there for 15 seconds, and then you can slouch back down and go again. Okay? It's always great to come and slouch back down again just to show yourself how bad that position really is. So once again, look what happens. Your shoulders goes back slightly, your chin comes nice and neutral, your core becomes nice and tight, and your pelvis is tilting slightly forward because everything above your pelvis is sort of resting on your pelvis. That's why this is so bad, because there's lots of movement and forces back and forth from your pelvis. But when you sit up nice and straight, everything is straight onto your pelvis. So let's just do this again. Straight up in the air. There you go. Okay? And that's your neutral position. As simple as that, guys. It really isn't complicated. Don't overthink it. The great thing is you can do this in your car. You can do this at the office every hour or so, or whenever you slouch. Just, if you find yourself slouching, just go back to that movement. There you go. It's a very natural, very comfortable position once you get it nice and aligned. And you can just, from here, continue to work. So, what is the perfect sitting position? Well, it's this position here, and then your feet on the ground next to each other. Sure, there are many different variations, but all of these will put too much angle and too much strain on that neutral position. So your feet nicely on the ground, okay? And then it's this neutral position here. And you almost push into the floor with your feet. That gives you even more power. But once you learn how to do this, and once you become a little bit stronger and your posture becomes better, this will actually become a very natural, comfortable position that you can literally spend hours in working and doing your job. So it doesn't have to become something that eventually you'll have to force and focus on to do all the time. It will just become naturally, and it is a comfortable position. Okay? So there you go. And as you can see, guys, I'm not doing this. I'm not over exaggerating anything, okay? This is a simple position where I just do that movement with the hook on the top of my head. It pulls you upwards, and everything will align perfectly to get yourself in a neutral position. And then from here, you can just go to work, feet next to each other, push into the ground, and that's the perfect position to sit and work as well. But the actual technique to fix your posture is getting yourself here, hook on the top of your head, pull yourself upwards, straight up, everything will come into alignment, okay? And then you hold it there for 15 seconds. And when you're done, you can go back to the slouching position and redo it. And you continue doing that for about 3 minutes. And then every hour or so, if you're at work or we're sitting in the car going to work, you can continue doing that technique. And eventually, that will just be the way that you sit. It will fix your posture, fix all the problems we spoke about in the beginning of this video. And guys, this will increase your health and counter so many health conditions and problems that comes from bad posture and bad sitting and our sedentary lifestyle. So take the 15 seconds every now and then, get yourself into a better posture and a better position, and I promise you, you will feel better within a few days. So there you go, guys. As you can see, very simple to implement. 15 seconds, do it for 3 minutes, on and off as you can throughout the day, and within a week you'll start feeling better. You will start getting to that neutral position, and that will become your normal position. You will start fixing your posture, and you will start countering all those negative risk factors that comes with bad posture. As always, guys, if you like this video, click on the like button. If you have a comment, ask it below, and if you know of anyone who has bad posture, send him this link and let's get people fixed. Show them how to have proper posture and start making them healthier. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.